about this from an AI
We've
or
got 6 minutes.
uh,
We've got 6 minutes.
perfect. Think about it from an AI investment strategy.
Okay.
Last they had the Robotics Olympics over in China a few weeks ago, and they showcased all of these companies from through all over the world, mostly Chinese companies, getting robots to do amazing things: ballet, soccer, football for most of the world,
Mhm.
running, jumping, lifting. They showed a robot that could lift 50 pounds and run at like 12 miles per hour, just
Mm.
to show capabilities that humans can't do in the replacement. Where is that in the American market, right? Why aren't we? Are there events like this going on that aren't making the news? Is it happening in universities? Is it happening in the private sector? Where is the right place to invest in AI powered robotics?
Mm.
China, you can have a robot in your house doing your dishes. The United States, that still seems like science fiction.
Well, I know that like in places like New York City and in San Fran as well, I'm sure, but I'm less aware. There are a lot of events like every day. Like one of my buddies was at a crypto like conference networking thing last night in New York City, and like these things are happening every single day, whether it's AI, robotics, blockchain. Um, there are lots of events for people who are in the industry. Like people are coming together, but it hasn't gone mainstream maybe in the way that it's gone in like China, where people are actually adopting it and using it in their home. It's still more of an insular kind of community of
Then
just people.
where's the investment opportunity based on that, right? If we are laggards on that, are we all going to end up with Chinese robots in our house?
Are you? Do you mean where's the investment from like American
No,
VCs?
like you and I sitting here today with capital to invest, where are we investing that money to take advantage of this US lagging of a greater part of the world in the AI robotic space, right? Is the US going to catch up, or literally are we going to have to invest in Chinese companies and buy Chinese robots? That's how they take over America. They put Chinese robots in each house and then they kill us all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that it kind of goes back to what we talked about a few weeks ago with there being that kind of lack of investment opportunities right now, especially in public markets, in things like AI and emerging tech. Like there's not a lot of um, like unless you're an accredited investor and you're networked in the circles where you would even get access to like these deals. Um, there's nothing to it would be really hard for you to get exposure to some of these new emerging cutting edge AI companies. And that goes for companies here in the US as well as companies in China. Like I'm sure if I wanted to make an investment into like an early stage AI company in China, I could find an opportunity. Like I can send some emails, I can make some phone calls, I could find an opportunity. But for the average investor who's looking to put their money to work, those opportunities really aren't there right now.
Funny, I just did a quick search. Figure AI, Agility Robotics, Miso Robotics, Carbon Robotics, Boston Dynamics. Interesting. Nimble Robotics are all raising money on EquityZen. So there's 6 US based.
Right. So I mean, if like I was on EquityZen the other night, so I logged on and I was like, well, let me just see what's out there right now. And the thing is, if you are an accredited investor, there is access to deal flow on EquityZen. You have to be accredited, but it's there. The other thing is that if for most of these really hot companies that you want to get into, like a SpaceX or something like that, um, EquityZen promotes themselves as like invest $1,000 into a private company. Most of those really hot ones that you'd want to be in, there's like a 100K minimum. And
Well, EquityZen, I think most investments are 25, 50K minimum.
yeah, but the really hot ones are like 100.
Oh, okay. I
And
see what you're
and
saying.
and the other thing to take into consideration is that for the really hot ones, like you're not getting a direct share in those companies. You're investing into an EquityZen fund that's holding the shares in those companies. So it still is really hard for the typical investor to get access to some of these private market deals, and you're not seeing many of these companies go to the public markets right now. Um, so Yeah, to your point, there's not a lot of opportunities to make those investments. 30
Interesting.
seconds.
What I'm saying is, Trump, where is the Robotics Olympics for the United States?